Revenue function and cost function. Cost function denoted by C. C is cost, or TC, total cost. Consists of two types of cost function, namely, first is fixed cost or fixed cost function, FC. Second is variable cost or cost function capricious, VC. Cost function. Total cost or FC is cost incurred by the company, which consists of fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost key constant regardless of production in a certain period of time. The amount is fixed, not a function of the number of goods produced. Variable costs or VC depend on the number of goods produced. Fixed cost. Fixed cost or fixed cost function is a function that does not depend on the number of product. So the fixed cost function is a constant function, FC equals K, where K is positive constant. Variable cost. Variable cost or variable cost function or variable cost, VC, is a cost function whose size depends on the number of the product produced. So FC equal F. Q is the product of the production cost per unit and the number of goods produced. If P is the production cost per unit, where the production cost per unit is always smaller than the selling price per unit of a good, then FC equals PXQ, with P equals production cost per unit, Q is a number of production product. BEP or break-even point, or situation where a company does not make a profit and also does not experience a loss. In another word, the gain or loss is zero. Profit if TR lebih dari TC, loss if TR kurang dari TC, and break-even point if TR equals TC. The amount of Q in the BEP that can be determined using the formula BEP Q equals biaya tetap per harga jual per unit dikurang biaya variabel per unit. Reception function. The revenue function is also called the income function or sales process function, symbolized by R for revenue or TR for total revenue. The revenue function is a function of the output R equals F, Q, where Q equals number of products sold. The revenue function is the product of the selling price per unit and the number of goods produced and sold. If P is the selling price per unit, then R equals P kali Q, with P equals selling price per unit, Q equals number of products sold, and R for total revenue. Example like the fixed costs incurred by a company are either 20,000, while the variable costs are shown by the equation Vc equals 100Q. Show the equation the total cost curve. What are the total costs incurred if the company product 500 units of goods? The answer is Vc equals 20,000. Vc equals 100Q. C equals Fc plus Vc is C equals 20,000 plus 100Q. If Q equals 500, C equals 20,000 plus 100, and kali 500 equals 70,000. So the answer is 20,000 IDR or rupiah. Next is like the selling price of a product produced by a company is either 200 per unit. So the equation and total revenue curve for this company. How much will the revenue be if 350 units of a good are sold? Answer R equals Q kali P equals Q kali 200 equals 200Q. If Q equals 350, so R equals 235 and equals like 70,000. Return analysis. Break-even analysis is concept used to analyze the minimum number of a product that must be produced or sold so that the company does not experience losses. Return on principal profit 0. On course when R equals C, the company does not make a profit, but also does not suffer a loss. Graphically, this is shown by the interruption of the R curve and the C curve. What is the difference between revenue, income, and profit? By now the total revenue R obtained and the total cost C incurred, the profit or loss can be analyzed. Remember the formula R equals P kali Q and R equals R minus C. P equals PXQ minus C. P equals R minus C. So if R lebih dari C mean a profit. If R kurang dari C, that mean loss. And R equals C is meaning like break even point. Example like suppose the total cost incurred by the company are solved by the equation C equals 20,000 plus R plus 100Q, and the total revenue is R equals 200Q. At what level of product doesn't the company unit experience break even? What happens if the company product 150 unit? What happens if 300 unit are product? Company the illustration with a picture. Answer. Now C equals 20,000 plus 100Q. R equals to 100Q. Breakdown condition. R equals C. 200Q equals 20,000 plus 100Q. 100Q equals 20,000. Q equals 200. So at the production level of 200 units, the break-even condition is achieved.